Now on CoastTV News.
Vice President Kamala Harris speaking to the nation after losing the presidential race to now President-elect Donald Trump.
Shake-up for the Sussex County Council, how 3 new members could shift priorities in Sussex County.
And near record highs for today, and we'll have the latest on your return day planner and forecast.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
You are looking live right now at what is soon to be the home, once again, of Donald Trump, the 45th and now 47th President of the United States. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with Vice President Harris's concession speech.
That speech happened just moments ago. Vice President Harris delivering remarks following Trump's win. She gave them recently at Howard University.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting. While I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people.
And here is a look at the current electoral map. 270 votes needed to win, and currently Trump has received 295. That's compared to Harris's 226. According to NBC News, Vice President Harris underperformed in several key states and underperformed with key demographics, including male voters as well as Latino voters.
At Rehoboth Beach today, people were doing one of two things: celebrating or mourning. Emotions filled the air as beachgoers processed Donald Trump being named America's next president.
I am feeling so happy. I'm glad the United States got things straight for once. And I think the next 4 years are going to be fabulous.
I'm in tears because these people are fearful that they are going to get kicked out of their homes, sent back to other countries. It's just not right.
And we're going to follow up with more of these reactions coming up on CoastTV News at 6.
After an election like no other and a resounding victory, NBC's Alice Barr shows us how Americans across the country are reacting, much like the ones you just saw here on Delmarva, to the news and preparing for a new era under a second Trump term.
Today, the nation and the world reacting to a clear Trump win.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time.
And the uncertainty it brings for policy shifts at home and abroad. The 45th, soon to be 47th president pivoting from often fiery rhetoric on the campaign trail, promising to help the country heal.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite.
Starkly different reactions from close to half of American voters who supported Vice President Kamala Harris.
This is real. This is the country that we live in, and it has not really progressed.
The vice president called President-elect Trump today to concede and congratulate him. She waged an historically brief campaign, launched to the top of the Democratic ticket after President Biden dropped out in late July. And she failed to capture enough support among white voters, men, and first-time voters who moved to Mr. Trump.
Based on my worldview, he is someone who stands for the things that I stand for.
Very optimistic. I think that the country is in need of repair.
President-elect Trump gained significant support among Black and Latino voters in critical swing states, especially Latino men, favoring him by 10 points after backing President Biden by 23 points in 2020, clearly undeterred by the Trump campaign's dark framing of the immigration debate. And the economy remained a key motivator across battleground states. The president-elect won back.
We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again.
Again, preparing to lead a divided nation. In West Palm Beach, Florida, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The verdict of U.S. voters was more decisive than most pollsters and pundits had predicted. Now the world waits to see whether the election of Donald Trump as president for the second time will prove as destabilizing as many American allies fear overseas. Trump's first term saw him insult and alienate many of the United States' longest-standing allies. His return to the White House 4 years after losing office to President Biden has huge consequences for everything from global trade to climate change to multiple crises and conflicts around the world. Trump has vowed to end the Russia-Ukraine war within 24 hours of taking office, something Ukraine and its supporters fear would be on terms favorable to Moscow. Today, President Volodymyr Zelensky said he welcomed Trump's peace through strength approach. And here's what UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer had to say about Trump's win.
As the closest of allies, the UK and US will continue to work together to protect our shared values of freedom and democracy. And having had dinner with President-elect Trump just a few weeks ago, I look forward to working with him in the years to come.
And in the Middle East, Trump has pledged, without saying how, to end conflicts between Israel, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling Trump's election win, quote, history's greatest comeback.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Cambridge as we check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams on our First Alert forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And what we have going on right now, we are still in the midst of a stretch of unusually dry weather, and it's historic in and of itself because we're on day 40, believe it or not. Our Cambridge site right now, we see cloud cover, so that's at least a hint that more moisture is generally in the atmosphere. Now, we are going to drop down to 67 degrees by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures right now in the 70s, 75 in Milton, 75 Bethany Beach, 75 also right now in Seaford, as well as Georgetown. And our record heat, listen, we got up to 80 degrees today, just a couple of degrees shy of the record that was actually set in 2002. Now, coming up, we're going to be talking about how we could possibly get a decent look at some sunshine, and we will also have your return day forecast coming up. Till then, back to you, Maddie.
Paul, thank you. The Sussex County Council will have 3 new members come next year. That's for the first time since 2009. Matt Lloyd, Jane Grunenbaum, and Steve McCarran. Now, Doug Hudson and John Riley were not up for re-election. The 3 new members you just saw there on your screen. And we spoke with 2 of the winners who say they're focused on the ongoing growth of Sussex County and how to control it.
We need to make sure we're advocating for increased infrastructure, and I really want to work with our state leaders in making sure we can bring that to the 2nd District and Sussex County as a whole.
I've always said I'm not anti-growth. What I am is in favor of smart growth or balanced growth so that any future growth cannot happen unless there is infrastructure.
Now, again, this is the first time there has been 3 new members of council since 2009. And coming up at 6, we're going to give you some more insight on Won the Fight for District 3. That's also historic.
But before we get to that, how about this? We're going to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what should Sussex County Council's priority be next year?
Let's take a look at the results so far. Take a look at your screen. 90% say controlling development. 5% say funding schools. 0% say handling the property reassessment, and 5% say regulating marijuana.
Now, we will see if any of these numbers change throughout the evening. It's possible. It's the first time we've run this poll. You can go be a part of the conversation at coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. Staying in Delaware, history was made in the first state. First, Wilmington area State Senator Sarah McBride. She will be Delaware's next congressperson. McBride, the first openly transgender person ever elected to U.S. Congress.
Also making history, Delaware's next senator will be Lisa Blunt Rochester. The current congresswoman will be Delaware's first female senator and senator of color.
Continuing in our election coverage, 7 states voted to cement reproductive rights into their state constitutions. The state of Maryland is one of them. Measures to protect abortion access in Arizona, Colorado, New York, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, and Nevada all projected to pass. In New York, Colorado, and Maryland, where abortion is legal, at least up to the point of viability, the measures will maintain current abortion access. Meanwhile, abortion measures in Florida and South Dakota, those failed. Delaware codified abortion rights in 2017.
A reminder to follow along with continued coverage and updates of any of these races right now on CoastTV.com. A Sussex County tradition returns tomorrow, no pun intended. We're talking about Return Day, where the returns of the election are read 2 days after the big day. If you've never been, you should. It's a big day of bipartisanship with the burying of the hatchet, a parade with political opponents, and more. Now, it's not clear exactly when Return Day first started. Historians say it could be as early as 1792, but we do know for sure by 1812 it was happening. There's a literal hatchet burying and hatchet toss by representatives from Democrats and Republican parties. It has been and always has been a chance for opponents to come together after the election.
I want everybody at home to know I don't agree. I think Maddie intended that pun. Make sure to tune in to Coast TV tomorrow. We will have extensive coverage of Return Day. Be sure to join us tomorrow for this day of bipartisanship and Delmarva Flair on November 7th. And still to come, what led to an arrest at the Capitol Visitor Center in D.C.?
And by the way, speaking of Return Day, here's a look at your Return Day forecast. We're looking for cloudy skies staying persistent. We had a hint of a chance of maybe a sprinkle or two. We may have to wait till Sunday for that one.
First, how to create a budget so you don't overspend this holiday season. Yeah, it's time to start thinking about the holidays. That's up next.
11/11. It's a date easy to remember. For Veterans Day savings you won't forget. Through Veterans Day Monday at Johnny Janosic, get the area's guaranteed lowest prices. Then choose 0% APR financing for 3 years. Or take an extra 15% off for cash. Get this gorgeous 3-piece outdoor sectional, now only $1188.95. Or this beautiful 7-piece dining set, only $599.95. Save big, now through Monday, 11/11. Only at Johnny Janosic.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Act fast. It's an extreme internet deal. Low prices, high speeds, and big bonuses. Switch now and get Internet 250 for $19.99 a month for a year. Experience download speeds up to 250 meg. Plus, get our advanced Wi-Fi with Secure, free for a year. A free Zumo Streambox for all your entertainment needs. And a $100 Amazon.com gift card. Level up your internet. Hurry, call 844-EXTREME2 to save.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
It is really hard to believe, but the holidays are right around the corner. Experts predict spending to be at an all-time high. Now is the time to start thinking about how you're going to pay for everything.
In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan looks at shopping trends and how to avoid the holidays from hurting your finances.
It's the season of giving, but if you're not careful with finances, you could be getting a hefty bill at the end of the holiday season. Experts say shopping as early as now can help you budget.
We have seen a trend
over the last couple of years of consumers starting their shopping a little earlier for the winter holidays.
Catherine Cullen with the National Retail Federation says holiday spending this year is expected to hit an all-time high, with shoppers spending an average of $902 per person, about $641 going towards gifts and the rest towards food, cards, and decor. There is some good news for shoppers this year.
We do know that in many ways inflation has gotten better than it was last year, particularly when it comes to goods, which is great news for consumers.
A recent survey by NerdWallet found 28% of shoppers who used credit cards to buy gifts last year are still paying off that debt. So, how can you make sure you don't overspend?
The best thing to do is to really make a plan before you start spending. Ideally, we want to use our savings and not debt to fund those purchases.
NerdWallet personal finance expert Kimberly Palmer also recommends these tips. Make a list and figure out exactly how much you want to spend. Start shopping early. Talk to family and friends about expectations and possibly scaling back. And sign up for price drop alerts.
Using some kind of browser add-on like Honey or the Camelizer browser extension just to track those prices can just help make sure that you're getting the best deal possible.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Well, we're looking forward, mostly cloudy skies for us on Thursday. Maybe a hint of a sprinkle, but maybe not enough to break our streak of drought weather. But then we're going to drop dramatically on Saturday as we set up for maybe a better chance of rain on Sunday. Your 7-day forecast coming up in a moment.
Shop Johnny Janasik's Veterans Day mattress sale and find incredible store-wide savings. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your mattress purchase of $19.99 or more through Veterans Day Monday at Johnny Janasik's Mattress World.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Shop Johnny Janasik's Veterans Day mattress sale and find incredible store-wide savings. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your mattress purchase of $19.99 or more through Veterans Day Monday at Johnny Janasik's Mattress World.
It's been a little bit of a love relationship between DeFibos and Avery Hall. Avery Hall just offers that next level service, which is what I do for a living. I am in the service business. So to find a company like Avery Hall who offers that personal service, where I'm talking to a human being and not an operator, is just priceless. I think Avery Hall is reliable, and that's very important to me. I have other things to do. Avery Hall allows me to take care of other things.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
As we continue to set record stretches of dry weather, we are continuing to pine for a chance of a decent shower that could add at least a layer of moisture on the top layer of the soil that's just parched dry at this point. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City. Right now, we have the winds coming out of the southeast at about southwest, at about 15 miles per hour, and we're going to stay in the 60s with a few clouds beginning to kind of stream into the area. So we are going to have more moisture into our profile, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make an impact on our drought. I mean, right now we're holding at 75 degrees in Rehoboth, 74 in Milton, 75 right now in Georgetown. Now, we have a trough that's well to our west in the Ohio Valley region, and then also just to our west. Now, we're seeing light scattered showers developing between both of these, and I only bring this up because as you take over here, look on the left side of your screen, that's where we're located. And this is where all that rain is located. And even this rain right here, not all that impressive. But one good thing is it's helping the foliage come through. I mean, we're at peak right now throughout most of the state, or near peak for us right here. So there's some pretty pictures to be taken. But here's a look at your leaf blowing forecast. Listen, good for tomorrow, good for Friday, good for Saturday as well. We're looking for minimal chances of rain with the winds out of the northwest. Now, overnight lows will be in the 60s with partly cloudy skies. Return day for Thursday, 6 o'clock in the morning, 65 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be cloudy most of the day, but we're still going to get a chance to nudge the temperature into the upper 70s. Here's a breakdown of what we're expecting. There may be a sprinkle around Fenwick Island at 5 o'clock in the morning, but after that, we're not looking at much in the way of possibility of rain. We have a brief sprinkle that's a possibility. Friday, we'll have the winds pouring in off of the ocean. Then as we go into Friday afternoon, we'll have more in the way of sunshine that'll kick in by then. And as you take a look, Monday, we have a better chance of scattered showers pushing through. And then Monday morning, that's going to be a robust shower that's likely to give us a visit and maybe break that cycle. By the way, a tropical outlook, Rafael, which is over Havana and Santa Fe. This actually, we have wind gusts up to 140 with sustained winds at 110. And as a hurricane, it's going to leave here, say as a category 2, and run into the gut of the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to keep a close eye on that, by the way. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. Return day for tomorrow, cloudy skies all day long. It's going to look like it's going to rain. Chances are you may catch a random sprinkle or two. That's probably it. We'll drop dramatically on Saturday, really cold Saturday, drop it to near freezing for Sunday morning, back to being cloudy. But then by Monday on Veterans Day, we're looking for that chance of rain to come into fruition.
Thank you. Coming up tonight on Delmarva Sports Network, your game of the night is Easton versus Queen Anne's in football. And then at 10:30, we have the final score.
We salute Airman First Class Jennifer Tremont. At 17, Jennifer left Pasadena to serve her country as a 2nd Operational Support Squadron bomb loader on B-52s. Midway through her career, she faced a life-changing challenge when her son was born with brain cancer. She chose to leave the Air Force to provide him with full-time care, helping him through treatments and chemotherapy. We honor Jennifer's service, resilience, and devotion.
Spicer Brothers and CoastTV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a CoastTV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
The holidays are coming fast.
Imagine greeting your guests with a beautifully refaced kitchen without having to tear out your old cabinets.
We'll reface your cabinets with 5 layers of high-quality hardwood in your choice of color,
including new doors, drawers, and hardware, all for half the cost of a full remodel.
completed in as little as 3 days.
Right now, save 20%, get a free microwave, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call today and get your kitchen completed by Christmas.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows and pick the perfect apples, organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is now in the Lewis Elementary School parking lot on Savannah Road every Saturday from 9 to noon.
Carpet and Tile Mart, we've got thousands of in-stock flooring solutions for every room. Now save up to 50% off plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Hurry in before the sale is over. Only at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
Dad, I need your help. I am in over my head with this house. I've got buckling floors, doors that won't close, sick kids, and a frustrated wife. Did you call Dry Zone? No, I called the cheaper guys. You've got to call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
A Michigan man was arrested Tuesday after police say he had a flare gun, a torch, and containers that smelled like gas in his possessions at the Capitol Visitors Center. 28-year-old Austin Olson facing 3 charges. Nobody was hurt. Police stopped the man as he tried to go through screening. Capitol Police say a manifesto and letter to Congress were also found in Olson's possession. Authorities still investigating.
Heading to consumer news now, NVIDIA has been named the world's most valuable company. The artificial intelligence software company surpassed Apple in a tech shakeup Tuesday, with its market capitalization growing by nearly 3%. It now has a $3.43 trillion market capitalization.
That's a whole lot of money. Looking ahead, the Wicomico County War Memorial Committee is inviting the community to join in honoring military veterans at a ceremony next Monday. This is happening at the Wicomico War Veterans Memorial, which is right in front of the Wicomico Civic Center. The event will kick off at 11 a.m. Coming up, there's no place like home and Judy Garland's ruby red slippers finding a new one. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Find Veterans Day savings you won't forget. Through Monday at Johnny Janosic, get the area's guaranteed lowest prices. Then choose 0% APR for 3 years. Or take an extra 15% off for cash. Ends Monday at Johnny Janosic.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etched tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today, because you deserve the best.
Hi, I'm Delaware Insurance Commissioner Trinidad Navarro. Making decisions about your Medicare coverage can be difficult. So, the Delaware Medicare Assistance Bureau is here to help. Thousands of Delawareans with Medicare come to us for free one-on-one assistance with navigating the complex and confusing insurance system. We can help you too. Call our Delaware Medicare Assistance Bureau at 302-674-7364 today.
Get ready, Delmarva. Excitement and incredible savings have arrived at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $3,200 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,300 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Builders, rental properties, and hotels. Reglaze your tubs and showers like new in just one day. Repair chips, cracks, or change the color. Call Hurl's Bath Repair for a free estimate.
Next wheel. Your first steps were toward Vanna White.
That's right. I'll keep on walking till I can shake your hand, Vanna.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! He's cleared $100K. Now he's only one win away from the Tournament of Champions.
Okay, big wager.
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Find Veterans Day savings you won't forget. Through Monday at Johnny Janosic, get the area's guaranteed lowest prices. Then choose 0% APR for 3 years. Or take an extra 15% off for cash. Ends Monday at Johnny Janosic.
The iconic shoes Judy Garland wore in The Wizard of Oz are going up for auction. These gained notoriety in 2005 when they were stolen from the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. The FBI recovered them in 2018. Now online bidding has already begun. Prices surpass $1 million.
All right, get your forecast. Tyndall, we're looking at casual furniture in Laurel. Will drop down to 67 degrees, actually. Now, our umbrella giveaway winner is actually Gennaro Suarez of Seaford. Congratulations. You can keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Return day and cloudy for Thursday. Veterans Day, a chance of scattered showers, but watch out for that cold start to Sunday morning.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.